Coming to you live from the print shop. We've got some t-shirts to make. Everything looks good on the stream. Is it adding a filter to my face? I look so pretty. So, I got a bunch of t-shirts to make. This as well as more. So I figured I would bring you guys along for the ride. This is my heat press. And I will show you the process. So, I got these blank t-shirts, and I need to put a logo on both sides, but it's going to be the same logo on each side. It's going to look like this, and it's going to have this image on both sides. I haven't done the back of this one yet. Basically, I already printed these heat transfers, so I put the shirt on the press, I put the transfer on, I heat it up, then after it cools down, then you can peel it off, and then you got a t-shirt. So, I've got the front side of 2 t-shirts done. I've got 4 more shirts. What does it say? It says Boss Dunlap, which is just this guy's social media handles, I guess. He's printing shirts to advertise himself. It's I don't know what he does on his social media. I've never checked him out, but I just print the shirts. Thank you. So, and then I've got another stack of shirts for a different customer to do. So, I'm going to be busy with this for a while, so that's why I figured I would just throw on a live stream, and if anyone wants to come hang out, they can. And Ab Irato, hopefully I pronounced that right. How's your day going? So I put the shirt on here. I put the shirt on there, and I give it a first press just to iron it, make sure it's nice and smooth. Mondays, man. Yeah, I'm telling you. Mondays, you start with a whole pile of work, and then hopefully you get it all caught up by Friday. So, here's the logo. A little trick that I do, I fold it in half to, I line up the front and the back to make sure it's like perfectly centered on the t-shirts. It's ink based, it's latex based ink. So we print ink onto a film, and then we sprinkle like a glue powder on the back. The glue powder cures into the glue powder peels, and then you're able to apply it to a t-shirt like this. So I use this just to make sure it's nice and centered. Put a piece of parchment paper on top. Then it cooks for about 15 seconds. It's gonna be loud, so I'm moving you back over here. All right. So now that's stuck on there, but it's like super hot right now, so I let it cool off for a little bit before peeling it. Usually what I do is I set this one to the side, and in the 15 seconds while the next one is on the heat press, I'll come back over and peel it. Then it's usually cooled enough. Hello to the people watching. How's everybody doing today? Happy Monday. Just making some t-shirts. Working at a print shop. Having fun on a Monday. Still drinking coffee. I'll be drinking coffee all the way until 5 p.m. I'm gonna be like all over the place. I got multiple different things going on. This machine back here, that's where I'm printing the film that goes onto the t-shirts. And that one just had an error, so I need to go check on that real quick. Hello, Lauren Price. So sometimes what happens is the film, it'll like curl up on the corners, and then when the print head is going across, it'll catch the corner and interrupt the print job. So I just had to fold the corners back down. There's tape on all the edges. Hello, happy 420, Octavio Fierro. I actually do plan on having a 420 video uploaded later. Just a short video. I went to this event yesterday at Steve's Hot Dogs, and I got this hot dog that was loaded up with cheese, chili, french fries, sour cream, jalapenos, and they put Doritos chips on top. So, like, definition of munchie meal. So I'm gonna have a little food review of that later on. Yeah, good stuff. I hope you enjoy your day. This should be a good one, I think. All right, well, back to making t-shirts. That sounds so good. Yeah, it was... I was a little bit comatose after eating that. I didn't want to do anything. It was great. I'm getting ahead of myself. I already have a t-shirt on there. That's what happens when you start talking while you're working. You get distracted. But it's okay. Like I said, I'm going to be running around doing a bunch of different things, so a little bit of distraction is good. So I press that one on, then I come over to, gosh, you can't really see it, this previous t-shirts. I peel off that logo, and it gives me enough time for that. So I can set myself up pretty good where I have a pretty good assembly line. You're a pro at this. Yeah, I've got a little bit of experience now. Which is, over the winter, we had a bit of a lull. Not too many t-shirt orders came through. But then, for whatever reason, just last week, we had like 4 different customers place t-shirt orders. I work at a print shop. We do all kinds of printing, like business cards and posters and vinyl decals. So even when we're not doing t-shirts, we got other stuff going on. Honestly, t-shirts kind of fall by the wayside sometimes. But I like doing t-shirts. It's fun. It's a little bit more entertaining than just cutting down paper. Does anyone have any fun work stories to tell? Oh, Lauren, it's okay. I really appreciate you stopping by. It was fun chit-chatting with you, and I hope you have a great day. Talk to you another time. Does anybody have any fun work stories? Doesn't have to be on a Monday, but Friday stories are good. This one's like crooked. You run into that with t-shirts. Once you do a bunch of t-shirts back to back, you notice that a lot of them are sewn inconsistently. The collars and the neckline and all that, they don't always match up. After I heat it up, I got this little hockey puck thing that I run across it, which is like an optional step. I don't know why I do it. It just feels like I should. All right. This is the last of this stack of shirts, but it's just the front side. So after I do the fronts, then I got to flip them over and do the backs. But it's the same logo, so it's kind of pointless. I don't know why they put the same logo on both sides, but you know, a lot of times if people do that, they put it like big on the back and then like a small just over the pocket area on the front, but they wanted it big on both sides. So, dealer's choice, really. We'll do whatever the customer wants. This ink is still wet, so I got to be careful. But here's the designs for the next t-shirts that I'm doing. These are for a family reunion. We got 20 different things going on. Alright, now I'll take you over here to show you a different part of the process. After I pop this up. 3, 2, 1. Any day now. Alright, so that was the last front side of those shirts. So now that's the printer. That's the sheet I just showed you with the wet ink. I take this Parmesan cheese and I sprinkle it on the wet ink. Shake off the excess. And I stick it in the pizza oven. So it's going to cook it to a nice 350 degrees, then it's ready to eat. And I think, yeah, that's the last one of those that I needed to print. So I might be done with the t-shirt printing for now, and I'll just be on the application process, so I don't have to keep running around all over the place. So there it is, coming out of the oven. It really doesn't take long. Just needs the glue and the ink to like bind together, and it becomes latex pretty much. Or it becomes vinyl pretty much, I mean. There she is. If you guys want, I can give you a little tour of the print shop. We got stuff all over the place. I mean, it's super cool in here. This is the framing area, the t-shirt making area. We've got like big flatbed tabletop printers and printers big and small. We've got them all. So that's one design. That's another design. Put them with the rest of them. My tripod's wobbly right there. So, got a stack of the one and a stack of the other. But I'm going to leave those on the side for now. They are for the green and yellow shirts. But the lime green hoodies underneath the other green, that's for yet another customer's job. So like I said, I got like 4 different people's jobs going on. This was for, I did this one earlier. This was for a different customer. So busy day at the shop. Might as well distract myself by using my phone. Where's my coffee? Ta-da. So what's new with you? How's it going over there? Happy Monday. What's for lunch? I'm ready for lunch already, to be honest. Normally I wait for 2 o'clock. I think I'm gonna try to start eating my lunch earlier. I lost my viewers when I stopped working on the t-shirts, so maybe I better get back to work on the t-shirts. Do what the title says I'm doing. All right. This one I didn't pull to the side fast enough, so it hasn't started cooling yet. Shake it, shake it. Shake, shake, shake it. One. Got the other. And pro tip, since I just did all of the one side of the t-shirt, now I have to flip it around and do the back side of the t-shirts. Take the whole pile. Flip the whole pile over. Now they're all facing the right way. Easy breezy. Alright. This is one of those occasions. I need one of those tripods that follows me around. Or a drone. Or a cameraman. So I don't know where a better spot to put this camera would be. Where I'm not, That won't work. Guess we'll just keep it where it was. A Q&A sticker. Maybe I'll ask people, well, what's for lunch? My lunch today, I think I have chicken and potatoes. I eat the same lunch often because I meal prep. But I'm ill-prepared for this week because there's only 3 meals in my refrigerator. And I don't know if you want to do the math, there's more than 3 days in a week, so I'm going to run out of meals. So I'm gonna have to hit the grocery store at some point this week. Might end up being today because Mondays are kind of a lazy day for me. I don't go to the gym on Mondays. I don't go to restaurants on Mondays or do any kind of food reviews because lately it's kind of a trend. Instead of people taking their weekend on like Saturday and Sunday, you don't want to be closed that day because that's when everybody wants to come in. So restaurants will have their weekend on Monday and Tuesday and be closed those days. So Mondays I can't really do any kind of recording. It might be a meal prep day, which actually means I have a bunch of dishwashing to do when I get home. Washing all my containers from the week before so I can reuse them. Yeah, this meal prepping is for the birds. Anyway, we're making t-shirts. Let's give it a little press. Pop it back on. I think for the back, you want it a little bit lower than in the front. It's a little bit harder to center on the back because you don't have the collar line to work with. That looks good to me. And then we wait. You know, I probably could bring the tripod closer. I just got to bring a table over here. But then if I move the tripod closer, then I worry the buzzer noise might be a little loud on the phone. Front side, back side. It's the same logo. It seems kind of pointless to me, but it's what the customer wants. Alright, I've got a rolly table over here. I'm going to put my tripod on there, then I can just roll you around. But, matter of fact, one of these jobs on the cart right now is due today, so I might as well just chop it down. Pick up today. It's a hot job. Message held for review. What's the message? Oh my gosh, Sonia, your message got blocked. You were being too spicy. Yeah, welcome to my work. This is where the magic is made. Let's see. This is the job that's due today that looks German. Malort, hot ham and cheese, greenhouse, gaslight, buy low, sell high. Oh, they are THC infused. I can suggest whatever I want on my live stream, right? I don't know, roll around ain't so bad. Not as bad as whole package. The cutter's probably going to be loud. I'm going to set you right here. Watch this. This is the best part of my job. So here's the inside scoop when it comes to printing. Printers can't go all the way to the edge of the paper, so we print it to about there, and then we've got lines. So my job is to cut it to the lines. You said seeing the whole package, and I think YouTube thought you were being spicy when you said whole package, like implying a different sort of package. I know what you mean, but YouTube didn't know what you mean. This is the best part. All that. So I just punch in the numbers. I cut it, and these are just classic standard sheet size, which here is 8.5 by 11 inches. I don't know what it is in the UK. I think you guys have a different standard. Because sometimes when people build things in the program Canva, it'll send to us in European sizes, and then it's like a weird like 8.2 weird sizes. Yes, I know what you mean. I've been around. Don't be confused. Anyway, hey, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to my live stream. Welcome to my work. How was your day today? Oh, did you have a good night out drinking for your birthday? Happy birthday, by the way. My sister also just had a birthday. It's a blessing to see another year. Oh no. Well, that sounds like a great night. If nobody vomits, then nobody had fun, right? In case you're wondering, I've never lost any fingers using this machine. It requires 2 hands on the handlebars for the blade to go down. So this job was due today, so I'm glad I got that one off my plate. The other jobs are just due whenever I get them finished. Thanks for asking. Got my redundancy letter. Set times. Is that where you work? Yeah, that's really sad. Hopefully everything will be okay. Yeah, that sucks. That's my stepmom has gotten that letter quite a few times, like downsized for redundancy. Both when she was working for the Chrysler plant and for Dow Chemical. The crazy thing is, so my first week here, whenever I was still being trained for the job, my boss was demonstrating something. He was like, here, let me show you how to cut this. You know, you put the ruler right here, you cut along the side like this. And whenever he was demonstrating the cuts, he goes along the side of his finger, and then he like whacked off a portion of his finger. while I was there watching him. He's like, watch me closely. Look, watch what I do. Shink. Yuck. Gross. Disgusting. So when I say I've never lost a finger, I mean, it's a real possibility in this industry. Sonia, is everything going to be okay? Are you going to bounce back? Yeah, well, his finger grew back, so it's all good in the end. 2 jobs finished today so far, which I guess isn't all that much. Lots of progress done on other jobs. All right, I'm gonna take my phone off of my tripod. I'm gonna bring these jobs to the front. I'm probably gonna go quiet. Silent tour. Cooking to... What are you cooking? What are you making for me? Because I'm hungry. I can smell it from here. So better go before I burn the beans. Yeah, don't burn the beans. Beans are no good burnt. Yes, I am enjoying being live and being alive. One more than the other. No, I guess they're both okay. Well, I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you for stopping by. It was nice talking to you. And I'm wishing you the best in your situation. And enjoy your food. That's about it. I'm going to be here working. If you get bored and I'm still live, I'll see you then. Otherwise, I'll see you when I see you. What's next for me? Back to t-shirts? Guess I might get back to t-shirts. I feel like...
Do we have any silicone spray here?
I think there's some over here.
WD mark, but I think this should be.
Okay. If you hear me talking to myself, I'm doing a live stream.
Oh, I hear you.
If you hear me talking to myself, it's because I'm doing a live stream. I figure while I'm making all these t-shirts, I'll...
You don't have to make excuses.
Yeah, I'm just going crazy.
Okay.
I'm going loony. I'm starting to talk to myself. Alright, turned off the heat for the oven because I won't be using that anymore. I forgot where I put my tripod. I found it. Before I got an official tripod, I was using one of these. This is paper that comes on a roll that goes on one of those types of printers. That's the core of the roll, so whenever the paper runs out, that's what's on the inside. So since we go through a lot of paper, we've got a bunch of those laying around. So my first ever tripod was just using one of those and rubber bands to fix my phone to it. And then I would just kind of balance that somewhere. It's much better having a real tripod, but I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't found like a really good tripod. I've got like 4 of them, and none of them, they all have different shortcomings. And most of the time, the issue with them is that they lean. Like, if you max out the heights, then they'll fall to the side because gravity. Like, they don't put the feet in the right position or something, and then it just topples over because of the weight of the phone and it being, you know, not symmetrical. Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. I was grabbing the cart so I could have my tripod on wheels. Hey, everybody who's watching! I am in the print shop making T-shirts. Well, I've got a bunch of different jobs going on, but my main priority right now is making T-shirts. I was just grabbing a table to set my phone on, so hopefully you guys can have a better angle of me working. Then we'll get back to work. That should be pretty good, because this is where I'm doing most of the T-shirt pressing. But I am going to have to be stepping behind the camera periodically. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. See, I can just turn it like that. Come over here. Do a little peel. Honestly, that's the most satisfying part of the job. If a customer comes back here, I say, "Hey, you wanna peel the T-shirt? You wanna peel the DTF?" They call this type of printing DTF, which means other things. So it gets a few laughs. Well, this is fun. I've been having fun making my T-shirts, letting you guys watch. This T-shirt is not the coolest design we've ever printed. In fact, this bin down here, this is crazy socks. This is an AI generated image. We've done the Grateful Dead bears. We've done Hidden Gem cleaning service. Most of the time when we do T-shirts, we always print a few extras in case anything funny happens. Matter of fact, the ones that I'm doing right now are a reprint of a previous job, and there's still logos in the bin from the last time we did the job, so I didn't print any extras this time. They're just going to sit in the box forever if I do. I'm pretty good with these T-shirts. If I had one of those things on the wall, like days without incident, I don't know, I'm in the triple digits, I know that. Hopefully today won't be the day, but we'll see. No, I don't know if I like this angle. Oh, almost lost you. There's too much glare from that window. I need to put something in it, I think. I'll figure that out later. I think this is good for me. Got the logo. Got my ruler. So I've got like these black lines on here that I match up with corners, because whenever you wear a shirt, your corners sets, you know, like if this corner's all the way up here and this corner's all the way down there, you don't want the logo you can't lay it out with the collar. You gotta lay it out with the shoulders because that's how the shirt hangs off the body. So that's the first step you look at when centering a t-shirt. So you level the corners like that, and then you center it with the collar this way. And once those two are in line, then you take the logo and you... There's like different markings on the ruler for if it's like this placement or like this placement or like a full size. So I just follow the markings basically. So every t-shirt comes out the same each time. There's no guesswork. Which is crucial because we got customers like this who are repeat customers, and even though it's been months or maybe years since I did this job before, I know as a fact that this time around and the previous time around are going to be exactly the same. So let that press for 15 seconds. And you kind of notice just how long 15 seconds is in these moments when you're waiting on it. Because you're like, wow, I feel like it should have buzzed by now, but you're still just here waiting, and it's... there. See, 15 seconds, that felt like 20 seconds when you're counting every second. And that's how time travel works. But you didn't realize you'd be watching a live stream about making t-shirts and we'd be cracking the code on time travel. Well, that's just what you get on a Lukey Bazookey live stream. So let me see. So now I can swivel this around like that. Place that there. Then, see, I need to hire an assistant to just rotate this for me. Then I grab the next t-shirt. Then I gotta come back around here. I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying, why don't you just bring the t-shirts closer instead of me going to the t-shirts every time? And that would be smart. If only I would think of that. Somebody's going to need to let me know. Well, I can't come up with this stuff on my own. Stockpile twice and then I vomit. How you want it, I got it. Ultra balls in my pocket, blasting balls again, too rocket. Is everybody at work right now watching this while working? Alright, so I put that on, and in the 15 seconds, I come over here, I peel that one, so now we've got, that is a finished t-shirt. Just in time for this. See, so that's the difference. When I was standing here waiting for the 15 seconds, it took forever. But if I use that time to do the other t-shirt and then come back to this one, it's like perfect. You get back right on time and then it's gold. You got it. Next t-shirt. Orange. Who could have guessed that? Try to guess the next color. There's two more colors left. Have you that I've got? It's interesting with this one. You don't normally see jobs where it's like one of this color, one of that color. Usually it's 10 of these, 10 of those. So I'm guessing this guy just kind of, well, I don't know. You can't really get into the head of a customer. Once you see a little bit of everything, then you stop questioning. You're like, oh, it's just one of those things. This is fun. Hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. I say I'll let you press one if you want. Just ask. All right. Did anyone guess the next color T-shirt? I'm about to grab it. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Black T-shirt. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that color either, because, I mean, bright orange, green, teal, blue, I mean, all these bright colors, and then black. Sad thing is, oh, matter of fact, this looks more like a brown. My bad. I was gonna say, sad thing is, as much as I love me a black t-shirt, I can't really wear black t-shirts anymore. Because I've got cats. 2 cats, long hair, white fur, orange white fur, and black t-shirts are like a magnet for cat hair. I don't even have to wear the shirt, I just have to look at the shirts, own the shirts, and then it's just covered in cat hair. I'm like, how does this happen? I've never even worn the shirt before, and it's already unwearable. So, I've learned to tolerate other colors. Yeah, this is one of those t-shirts. Whoever stitched this one, they didn't really do the best job. It's like all crooked. It's like where the... Let me see if I can show you. Alright. So it's like this spot right here where the shoulder and the collar interact. It sticks up way higher on this side than on this side. Like this, it's pretty much straight across. And this one, it like shoots up. It's just so weird. But you know how it is with t-shirts. I think they have like, it's probably like children in sweatshops making these. Like I don't want to, these are Gildan's, and I've never looked into where Gildan manufactures their t-shirts or whatever, but I'm pretty sure with like cheap bulk t-shirts where you can buy like a box of bulk t-shirts, that's got to be done in like a sweatshop where they're having child labor do it or something. I'm not going to criticize the stitching. It's just when you work with it, you notice these things. I'm still going to deal with it. I'll support these children. I don't support it, but I'm just a pawn in the game, honestly. Oh, I'm just living my life. Let my mama tell it, I ain't living right. Take the top of a place that's the end is loose. Extendo long as an extension cord. Pop that off. Sorry for the shaky. And there's like force, like you actually have to put some muscle into this whenever you pop it down and then pop it back up. So after making 20 or so t-shirts, you start to feel it in the shoulder. So that's another one down, and I just have one more of this customer's shirt left to do, then I can move on to the other customer. Anyone want to guess the color? I'll give you 5 seconds. Guess the color of the next t-shirt. It is not green, not gray, not teal, not orange, not brown. I'll reveal it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blue. Royal blue, to be exact. And I say this is the last t-shirts for this customer, but there actually is another step that I need to do with these shirts. And it's pointless, but I think it makes a big difference. But anyone else will probably tell you it's a waste of time, but I think it makes a big difference. So I'll finish up this shirt and then I will show you what I'm talking about. And then you're probably going to confirm with me that it's a waste of time. And I'm going to say, yeah, well, it's my time that I'm wasting. Not to mention, it gets hot being under this heat press. I'm sweating. So while that one's on there, peel that one. Bam. Meanwhile, I got people sending me text messages, so let me just... emails and not important stuff. Hey, Farah, what's up? Have a good Monday. Enjoy printing those shirts. It reminds me of my 20s. Oh, you worked in the printing production. That's really cool. Yeah, it's honest work, you know? Come in, get the job done, and it's not so bad. I don't mind doing t-shirts. Probably one of the more fun things I get to do here. It sure beats having to cut down like a big banner that's so big that it's falling off the sides of the table. But thank you so much. I hope you're also having a good Monday. If I'm correct, are you Filipino? You might be a Latino. I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know. But if you're Filipino, that means it's nighttime for you. So your Monday's already over. And I hope you had a great day. And I hope you're having a good night. Alright, so this is the last t-shirt. I pulled it off. I'll let it cool for a few seconds. I'll peel off the film. Okay, you are Filipino. That's what I thought. So, yeah, nighttime for you. I think Philippines is like 12-hour time difference from me. So it's about 12 o'clock for me. Does that mean it's almost midnight for you? Or is it like 11 o'clock or something? Late night. Probably going to sleep soon. Alright. So we have this shirt. And it's the same logo on both sides. But let me try to explain. So I did the front side first. You probably won't be able to tell on the camera. When I did the front side of the shirt, I pressed it down, but then when I do the back side of the shirt, you know, you flip it over, you press it down again. So the front side technically got 2 presses, whereas the back only got 1 press. Because of that, the front has a nice texture to it. Whenever you press this image into the spongy part of the foam, it kind of gives it an impression that I think looks really nice for t-shirts. But it's not there on the back side because the back side didn't touch the bottom part. It only touched the top parts. So this logo has like a smooth texture, and this has like an actual rough texture. So I think the rough texture looks better on a t-shirt than the smooth texture. And since it's already one rough, one smooth, you can't go back to being smooth after it's rough. So to make them both match, you got to go and rough up the backside. So even though all the t-shirts are technically finished, I do an extra step where I press the smooth image onto the spongy parts. So like I said, most people in the printing industry aren't going to do this extra step. I do it because I care about the product and I've got time. You don't have to do it for 15 seconds. You only have to do it for like 5 seconds, so it's nothing. So I don't wait for the buzzer. I just drop it down, pop it up. Yeah, so you guys really can't tell on camera, but now I am satisfied with this shirt. I would be happy with the customer receiving this shirt. The customer would be happy with this shirt. So this will be quick. And in the meantime, does anybody out there have any cool work stories they want to tell me? Has anything funny happened at your work recently? I think I did this one back. No, never mind. I'm good. Well, I'd like to say it gets more entertaining from here, but really, I just got more t-shirts, just a different design. But at least with the next one, I've got 5 shirts with one design and 5 shirts with another design. But it's only on the front side. It's not a 2-sided shirt, so I'll be able to knock them out quicker. Have you ever ordered a custom shirt from a print shop? I've done it once before. Before, you know, working at one. It's cool working at ones, because now if I have an idea for a t-shirt, I can just make it. So it's cool whenever you want to go to a concert or something. I went to a Post Malone concert, but I didn't have any Post Malone merchandise. Neither did my siblings, and we went to the concert together. So I printed us all Post Malone t-shirts. And it's funny because I was Toast Malone, my brother was Water Malone, my sister was Ghost Malone. So we were all puns on Post Malone's name. It was funny. The t-shirts looked good on us. Definitely not t-shirts you would see pop up in a real store. But honestly, that's what makes it even cooler. I can have special t-shirts that I wouldn't be able to buy because I can get away with it. I'll just do it myself. Matter of fact, one of the t-shirts that I did today, it was like the customer provided the shirt and I put the logo on the shirt that they brought us. So the logo It had a logo on one side, and I put a logo on the other side. It was a Jordan, like a tracksuit or something. It was made by Jordan brand. And I'm always curious, is that a real logo, or did they pay another print shop to put the Jordan logo on there? Because I mean, really, it's no different. If you can find it online, you can have it printed. And it's like, you can pay us to do the hunting and the finding, and we'll charge you for it. Otherwise, you can just provide us the logo, and we're not gonna ask questions. I mean, if you want the Nike logo printed on a shirt, it's gonna be a Gildan shirt with the Nike logo. I mean, obviously, it's not like a Nike shirt, but it'll look the part if you wanted to go down that way. Cheated on production volume. We lacked like 100 pieces. Lied to the customer that their warehouse and forgot the 100 pieces in the garage. Did you get it all resolved? Were you able to like complete the order and everything was okay in the end? I feel like I've had something similar to that. Sometimes you run into issues, the machines will stop working and you can't quite finish the job. But you don't exactly want to tell the customer, like, oh, the machine's broken. If you know it's going to be fixed Monday, you can just continue the job Monday. And if they ask about it, you can tell them. Otherwise, if they don't ask about it, just wait until you actually have those extra 100 pieces and then say, oh, by the way, we've got some extras here. Or, I mean, there's ways where it can work out for both of you where you don't exactly put yourself out like that, but you're still giving the customer what they want. Because sometimes it's hard to explain to a customer why something can't get done. Especially where I work, they call the place Minuteman Press. So we have an expectation that we can just roll things out in a minute. Like, we're supposed to be like the quick turnaround shop. So when it comes to something like, oh, sorry, we weren't able to get your job done because we had issues with the machine, then people start saying, oh, well, you're called Minuteman Press. Well, that's misleading because you say you can get it done and then you can't get it done. So it's like, sometimes it's not even worth explaining. It's more just find a way to get it done, and then all you can do is do your best. You can't please everybody. That's the hard lesson you got to learn. Had the whole night to work on that. Was able to deliver the next day. That's it. Yeah, you saved yourself there. That's awesome. Yeah, things can turn messy real fast. I mean, even if you satisfy the customer 90%, sometimes that 10% is enough for them to say, I'm done dealing with you, or I want a refund on the whole job. I mean, we've had customers like that, and it's like, if they'll like call head office or something, and which is funny because we're like a franchise. If they call headquarters or whatever, they're basically calling people who don't know anything about our shop and have never interacted with us, and I don't know, they think that they're talking to our boss when they do that, but really they're talking to like a call center. But we do our best to make everything right, and we've only had very few issues. At least I think there's only been like 1 or 2 major instances since I've been here. Alright, this is the last one for this guy. And I have another pro tip that I can show you. Thought you're like magicians. Yeah, I mean, they wish that you were a magician. Customers basically don't want to do anything, I've realized. They will pay, if they're like already paying you to print a job and maybe there's like an issue with the logo or something, Instead of them fixing the logo issue themselves, they'll say, well, can you fix it for me while you're already working on it? And it's like, we can, but it's going to add more to the graphics design fee or whatever. And the customer, they would rather not do it themselves. They'll just pay extra. Sometimes you do have to work your magic. Sometimes you have to read the customer's mind to understand what they actually want from the print job. All right, so I've got all my t-shirts finished here. I've got them all by the shoulder. And I don't want to fold each of these t-shirts, but I can't give it to them like this, and I can't roll them into a ball. So what I do is I fold them together. So here they're all nice in a line. I've got them all by the shoulder. Right about where my hand is, I pinch it. Down here, I pinch it, I fold it. Drop it down. I'm basically just, it'll be one big ball of t-shirts, but they'll be decently folded. It sure beats having to fold them all individually. You do it just the same as folding one t-shirt. You just do it with all of the t-shirts. See? A little bit uneven. I can fix that. It's not the logo that's uneven. It's just my fold job that's uneven. I promise. That's a little bit better. So now I'm going to shrink wrap this whole bundle, and it's up to them to divide it out after that. All right, another job well done. Hello, everyone watching. How's everyone doing today? Happy Monday or happy Tuesday? Is it already Tuesday in parts of the world? I guess it is. If it's rolled over past midnight, it's definitely Tuesday in New Zealand. I think they're like 16 hours ahead of me or something. Maybe not. 14 hours ahead. New Zealand's pretty far in the future, I think. Ugh, coffee break. It gets hot making t-shirts. You gotta take a little break. Which is, I guess, why I drank hot coffee after standing by the hot heat press. It barely left me with any. And call me crazy, but I actually don't mind like the kind of burnt coffee that, like that last cup of coffee in the bottom of the pot that's like a little bit darker and burnt. I don't mind that. I like a coffee that I can taste the burn. I don't have an apple today. Actually, there's apples in the fridge. I could have an apple if I wanted to. Yeah, somebody brought in apples, but I think they're like extras. I think anybody can have them. Here's my lunch. I don't feel like unwrapping it right now. I think I have chicken and potatoes. Ever since I started meal prepping, I realized I wasn't eating nearly enough protein, so I started meal prepping So I don't really do the apples too much anymore. Apples, I mean, they're a carbohydrate. They got a lot of sugar. So now basically my carbohydrates come from potatoes and rice. And I eat vegetables for the fiber, and I eat meat for my protein. Um, Trying to eat better than I was before. You know, less protein bars, like less of that processed stuff. You know, just like like rice. Rice is a single ingredient. Chicken breast is a single ingredient. Potatoes is a single ingredient. Just put some seasoning on it, cook it up, and I've been feeling really good ever since I've fixed up my eating. So it's something I try to recommend to other people. I mean, I don't know how it is in the Philippines or other parts of the world, but definitely in America, it is so easy to put the worst shit in your body. And it just tastes amazing. And the taste makes you not even question all the other ingredients. Um, but why is it like a chocolate bar has 20,000 different things in there? It's because they don't want it to like melt in your hands or whatever, but I mean, whatever makes it not melt in your hands, are you really thinking that's like safe to put in your body? Like you think that's not going to mess with digestion or the or its ability to break down as it's inside? You think it's just limited to the hands? Like I guess your saliva has its own compounds in there to break down food. All I'm saying is when they start adding these emulsifiers and stuff to food, there's a lot of extra stuff that doesn't need to be going in there. And it sucks because that's what they make affordable for everybody. And once you start looking into it, then people start to look at you funny, like, oh, you're a nutritionist all of a sudden, you're all health conscious. Well, no, but after doing it, after realizing how good I actually feel, I've honestly lost my taste for a lot of that crap. But I still eat crap. Don't worry, I'm not perfectly healthy. Everything's in moderation, I guess. All we can do is do our best. That's the lesson. Oh, here's here's what I'll do that maybe people can learn a thing or two. If you're the one who drinks the last bit of coffee in the coffee pot, you should make another batch of coffee. I know it's like noon. Sometimes people don't drink coffee past noon, but I do. I know my coworkers do. I'm gonna make another pot of coffee. It's basically my job here. I print the t-shirts, I make the coffee. That's not really true, but honestly, if I want the coffee to be made like the correct ratio of grounds to water, I got to do it myself. Anybody use TikTok? I was contemplating whether this live stream would be better to do here on YouTube or on TikTok. I use both platforms. I put pretty much the same content on both platforms. So when it was time to decide what platform to do this live stream on, I kind of just had to pick one. I've done TikTok live streams before, and it's not much different than YouTube. It's still kind of the same. You get like a couple people popping in, and there's not a big difference, honestly. Um, as far as like audiences or whatever, I mean, it's still the same content. It still attracts similar audiences. I have a lot of crossover, but then I have a lot of people who just prefer one platform over another. I wish there was a way. and there probably is, I'd like to be able to send my stream to multiple different platforms. Because I don't want, if somebody prefers to use TikTok over YouTube, I mean, it's easy for me to upload the same video to different platforms, but I think they should be able to watch the live stream no matter what platform it's on, because really it's the same thing. So, discipline with a scheduled cheat day. Here in the Philippines, summer, the many Filipinos drink coffee. They say there's logic behind drinking a hot beverage when it's hot outside because you raise your internal temperature and then it doesn't feel so hot outside. Did it work?
Ultimately going to replace the glass to force the safety inspection.
Probably. When's your safety inspection? How long do you have till your next inspection? How long until your next inspection? Like, when do you have to deal with that?
I should have dealt with it at the end of last month.
Oh, shoot.
So my tags at this point in time.
Well, if you just put some duct tape over it so they can't tell.
Yeah.
Coffee's a brewing. All right, so should I get back to making t-shirts or should I cut down some paper? I've got two business card jobs. These are business cards. These are postcards. More business cards. These are just prints. Some 8.5 by 11, some 11 by 17s. I've got stuff to do all day. But I have been live for an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, there's hair on my head. We do not use letterpresses for printing. We pretty much switched to mostly digital printing and a little bit of wide format printing. If we need to do offset printing, we've got friends in the industry. We scratch their back, they scratch ours. But let me turn my camera around. We've got these, which are letterpresses. They're Heidelberg presses, but we don't use these for printing. We use these for die cutting. So the die that I have in there right now, that was used for making door hangers. Like this, where it punches out the circle, then you can hang it on a doorknob. So that's all we use these presses for, just die cutting for different shapes, circles, and we do printing for universities. So for instance, Harristow University, we have a die that's in the shape of this postcard, which traces around the wings of the hornet and the hand, and it makes this whole shape. So we have a few custom dies for people. You making your t-shirts?
Huh?
You making t-shirts now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah, I finished doing the ones. I haven't started the other yet, so
There was some.
yeah, it's actually a pretty good time.
There's some business cards that were a rush.
Business cards?
Yeah, but it's not yet.
I don't know. Do they say Rush on them?
No. These.
Okay,
Her dad's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
nice. I'm live streaming, by the
Okay.
way.
He's awesome. I mean, he's dead now. He's from St. Louis. Donnie Hathaway. He jumped out a window at 33.
Damn.
He was like super popular.
You said it was her dad?
Yeah, he played piano for all the big artists, and like, you know, Killing Me Softly, or like Roberta Flack.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's
Killing me softly with his
played piano, like all her songs, and then there's like a couple other artists, and then he had some solo albums, but really he was like the piano guy.
Nice. Dr. Dre before Dr. Dre.
Uh,
Different type of piano.
Yeah, it's almost like Dr. Dre called Scott Storch. Yeah, different. I don't know who. It'd be like if people used who's that one guy with the light skin?
Miguel.
Nah, you know.
I don't Trey songs.
Cheryl Teague is like his wife, but he. Fuck.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Any guesses in the comments? No, nobody. So, I got business cards to cut down. And it's loud when I use the cutter, and it'll be slow if I'm trying to cut things down while talking. But hey, an hour and 20 minutes for a live stream, I think that's pretty good. I think we got a lot of work done. I think if we call it a quits now, nobody's going to say I'm quitting too soon. Farah, hey, it was really great talking to you. I appreciate you watching the stream all the way until the end. That was really cool. It's really interesting hearing about your previous printing experience. I get it. Totally relatable. Thank you, and you have a good night and a good day tomorrow. I'll be here drinking my coffee, cutting down these print jobs, and probably making more t-shirts. So until next time, I'll see you later. Have a good one. Enjoy your day, and we'll be back. I'm uploading a shorts later today. Well, you'll see it tomorrow. It's for 420, and I'm eating a very crazy food, so come back for that. See you later. Have a good one. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Bye.